It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And the focus is on Pierre Strong, who's one of the best in the league at running the ball, sitting in fourth. It's the Browns and the Texans, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Stroud to throw it. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31. And Stroud now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll run with Strong. Oh, a nifty juke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Pierre Strong, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Christopher Dunn on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Pierre Strong who finished things off with a touchdown run. So Dunn now following the score, back out to send this away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week: 14 carries, 74 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. A lot of times we talk about being opportunistic as a defense. Right now, it's becoming just one guy on this defense.
And he is doing such a fantastic job because everyone emphasizes taking the ball away, going after the football. But some people just have a special knack for it. He forced 2 fumbles last week, and there he forces another one in this game.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Pierre Strong with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Done good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Now 3rd down and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Texans send the punter out as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught. Judy. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. And they'll accept that penalty.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You look at this Browns defense.
They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Here's Tommy Towns.
As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the roughing call there on the extra point and going to give him another shot.
Pretty good sell job there, too. I think it was the right call,
first down.
but a little embellishment never hurts.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, DeMarco steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Pierre Strong Jr. making his way back out.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate...
And shutting him off, now open field.
He's still on his feet. Inside the 20, Jamar Chase.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jamar Chase.
89 yards.
And the Browns are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Done good with the extra point.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
That is pulled in by a diving Kelce. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
Stroud looking to throw.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Done good with the extra point.
And the
Here's Stroud.
He'll buy some time right. And just shedding him off there. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Stroud.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll go with Strong. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that one's not going to get enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too, in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Traylon Burks, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Chiefs out on top. Xavier Worthy, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Josh Jacobs, over 100 on the ground in the victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Second down, here's Strong once more. Fighting through. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 15-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Here's Strong one more time. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Pierre Strong with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now done for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Second down, here's Strong once more.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Pierre Strong.
35 yards.
And the Browns are going to be moving to 4-0. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Give up the middle to Strong.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Running left, it's Strong.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Pierre Strong.
Taking it in from 24 yards out.
And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least two guys had... maybe even more than...
Here we go.
Second down, here's Strong once more.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
All right.
On 3rd down, here's Strong.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
202 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground. That last run going to move him over 200 yards rushing now in this game alone. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cleveland, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for